What people don't get right now is that back when we started, I did everything in the shop management by myself, also like consulting every client. They brought me references of like 2 roses, and one was like Phil Garcia, super realistic, crazy good, and the other one was like from jail. They don't see the difference between good and bad tattoos.
You know how many times clients come and they say, I want this, small like that, but also black like that. You know, it's a mess. Of course, if they have a not nice idea, you should tell them.
What is your take on the influence of social media?
We, as an industry, adapt to what is now trend. Funny, idiot, bullshit video. It's not showing the tattoo only in the end of the video.
The modern concept tattoo style that is super on vogue right now is like the style that was created from social media. For me, it was always about relationships. If you want to make money, you don't run a shop like Mommy, I'm sorry. Of course, it makes money, but I spent a lot of money on the experience.
Also on this, I will not come to you anymore because we never interact. Why should I come back to you when there are 200,000 other studios?
What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of the Mommy, I'm Sorry podcast. And my first guest is somebody really, really special. Fuck, the incredible, the legend himself, Matteo Nangeroni. Oh,
Roni.
give it up, give it up.
No, I can't.
You know you're not allowed to whistle in the shop.
I can't whistle. Whistle. Why I can't whistle?
Because
Tell the story.
It's Russian superstition. Like my parents are from Russia, and I grew up with Russian culture. So I grew up with a lot of superstitions, and one of them is you're not whistle at home or at your business, otherwise that you whistle the money away.
Beautiful traditions.
Yeah, I love that. I love
Beautiful
that.
tradition.
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
So guys, for those of you who don't
here.
know who Matteo is, he is one of the most unique tattoo artists out there, tattooing for over half his life, I think, fully covered in tattoos, created some of the most meaningful pieces. His style is copied all over the world by different tattoo artists. He tattooed superstars like Cara Delevingne, travels all over the world, did a crazy documentary about tattooing in Iceland, tattooed on the Black Beach in Iceland. His signature style are whales. His tattoo company and brand is called White Whale Tattoo Society. Bro, we know each other for 7 or 8 years now. Thank you so much for being here. My love.
My love. Meine Liebe.
¿Cómo
Meine
está?
Liebe.
How you feeling?
Good. You know my issues with interviews, but I'm fine because I don't have any camera looking at me, so I'm fine.
It's amazing. You remember the first interview we did together, and then we forgot to turn on the sound?
Oh yeah, where a man was like not turning on. Nice. That was luck, by the way.
Yeah,
it was very lucky.
I think we had a great talk. Now it's good that it stays with us forever.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It
My
was
brother
2020.
was 2020, something like this.
2020.
I think before Corona. I mean, I hate talking about Corona, but in the tattoo industry, I think it marked a huge spot. There is like, for me, before COVID and after COVID, because during the lockdowns, so many new shops opened, so many new tattooers or artists joined the industry, and so many things changed with social media and everything. So first, let's talk a little bit about your story, where you come from, what tattoo culture means to you.
Well, Corona was an interesting thing for us. We speak a lot about it. But yeah, I'm from Italy, from Padua, which is, you can say where it is.
Yeah, it's near Venezia.
Exactly. It's a
Venice.
town near Venice. Nice town near Venice.
It's beautiful, guys.
Beautiful but it's true. You came. It's nice.
It's beautiful there. It's so calm. It's small.
It's
I love
small,
it.
of course. It's not like capital, but living is nice.
Were you born in Padua?
I'm born in Padua.
So how was you introduced to tattooing the first? What was your first touch point?
Well, I didn't really get introduced in tattoo by anything. Like I get tattoo when I was 14, first time.
14.
14. I think it's not even allowed anymore.
No,
With
it
the
never
parent, of
was.
course, with the sign, with the
Uh-huh.
signature of
So what
them.
was your first tattoo?
Um, Something old. It's something like I watched the movie Gladiator.
Uh-huh.
It was my favorite. It still is my favorite movie,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to get like the image of him. So I got the marks that the legionary has
Uh-huh.
on the arm, which is SPQR.
You still have it?
No, I don't have it. It caused me so much problems in the beach.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know exactly why, but it's like a thing in the football between Lazio, the region, and Rome, the team.
Uh-huh.
They, I don't know who do this tattoo and blah blah, but yeah, I kind of have trouble in the beach for this.
But you remember what made you like get a tattoo at 14?
I always loved the appearance of people with tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
I love the when you're on the beach and you see these huge German guys, bald, full cover of tattoos. Aesthetically, I love it. I don't know. In general, when I saw someone tattooed, I was like, wow. So yeah, I was not introduced by art to
Mm-hmm.
tattoos. It was like just introduced by what I like to see on people uh, for this work. Like I genuinely like only tattoos.
And how did you join the industry then?
Um, well, it's not like now, so there's not apprenticeship or workshops or YouTube courses or whatever. It's just you go to a shop, you beg for, look at them, and usually you get no because they are jealous. At least in Italy, I don't know how it's in the world, but when I was younger and tried to get into the studio, they say me basically, mm, I don't need that, and or you tattoo already, and they take they take you for cleaning,
Mm-hmm.
and you can a bit watch them. So this is what they said. What they said, like, yeah, I tattoo already, so I would love to see it, and then all it start like this. But I didn't tattoo at the time. I just liked the tattoos. Um, Actually, when I really started is when I fired from the job, quit the studies, and try.
How old were you?
Mhm.
How old were you then?
22, 20, 22, 21, 22.
Okay. So what did you study back then?
Economy.
Okay, crazy. So you quit the university and you decided to be a tattoo artist.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Without is exactly how it is. No skill, no skills, no draw, no art school, nothing.
Because back
And
then,
you could clearly see that from the tattoos. It's easy recognizable that it's not like I don't know any proportion, any nothing back
Mhm.
there. And but yeah, it took just more time to develop skills. I draw a lot at home with YouTube, um, like really basic.
there was already like drawing courses on YouTube back then because
Not drawing courses. There was like how to draw an eye, for
Mhm.
example. It's just basically a camera here on a guy who draw, don't talk even. It's not like stop, do this, stop, do this. Just he draw the
And did you have any artistic skills before that?
zero,
Zero.
zero.
Okay, because now you have like one of the most unique tattoo styles. If I see a Matteo Nangeroni tattoo, you immediately recognize it. And at what point did you realize? Because 22, you're now 34, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is 12 years ago. So we are talking 2013,
Yeah.
something like this, right? So 2013, there was basically no social media. There was no Instagram. I think
There was
maybe.
Instagram. There was Instagram. Like my
Yeah, right.
Actually, I didn't have Instagram.
Uh-huh.
I had Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook was working good for the town, but Instagram is something that an ex girlfriend did to me.
Ah,
I
crazy.
was like, no, no, I don't want this because you need to put the hashtag and stuff. I don't want that, like blah blah blah. But then I start to use it, and of course without any result in beginning. But the results came when when I went out from the studio because I was doing only bullshit there.
Mm-hmm.
Not bullshit, not bullshit, like commercial
Yeah.
or whatever I need to do, which I also did after. But I could take my time to draw what I like and offer to someone like a model.
Because this is something that I think changed a lot in the industry since Instagram is so huge now and people
Of course,
dedicate themselves to maybe only one style. Because back then, even at the beginning of Instagram or before that, you had to whatever comes into the shop, and there was
yeah, of
no.
course, of course,
I mean, probably you did tribals, Maoris, some
yeah.
script, some whatever the
Yeah,
people want.
honestly, I also loved doing Polynesian, Samoan, Marquis, tribal. No, tribal, no.
Hmm.
Tribal, honestly, I'm not. I did just a few when someone asked me, came with an image, did the image. So, but the one you draw on the skin, actually, I think it helped me a lot to understand the proportion of the body.
Uh-huh.
So I'm happy I did uh, those kind of tattoos. Of course, looks terrible beginning, but this gives skills, and you realize that how it looks. No, like slowly you make your eyes like you slowly you understand what is nice, what is not.
But
Not immediate.
but did you have like a mentor or something at that time, or was everything self-taught?
No, I never had a mentor. I when I wanted to learn by someone, it was a studio in the town. Basically, was there for tattoo myself before, and then I went to say if I can learn something. And basically, yes. But honestly, there was a moment when he was like telling me to draw this, and he came to the room to check and take the paper, fuck off this shit. No one do mandala, no one
Hmm.
do dots, because I wanted to draw that things. And you need to draw lettering and Polynesian shit and blah
Uh-huh.
blah. So I was basically spending the day or the afternoon drawing this stuff. Then slowly the money was not enough, so I went back to work, but in the evening only in a bar, from 4 to 2 a.m., from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. And in the morning, I was going to the old house that we had to tattoo there. So the funny stuff was that it was cold in the
Hmm.
winter, so I needed to arrive like 30 minutes before, around 8. What turn on this kind of heating little thing, and the client was arriving. The home was so cold, fucking cold. Like you need to stay in the jacket in the whole rest of the house, but in the room, closed room, super hot.
Uh-huh.
And I had a balcony too, so they could smoke and stuff. It was nice. It was a nice room dedicated to this. Not that I sleep there, but yeah, it was funny. Like one of the first weeks that I went to home alone, like I decided to quit this kind of a studio thing and quit the job and everything. A guy came, asked me for the Polynesian half sleeve. So I put the stencil. I didn't draw everything, and then I draw some of the like to clean to make more adapt to the shoulder. And
Hmm.
drawing it, I start to feel like the marker doesn't draw anymore because it's wet.
Hmm.
The skin was super wet, and I was like, well, look at him because he was tall. I was like, okay, okay, and it's like so white, uh, no color on the lips, and he's like closing
He
eyes
was
and like
fainting.
he was faint, like he fought, he fell,
Shit.
and it was my first time I see someone doing like this,
Uh-huh.
and they just took him in the last time, right before he hit the head on the floor.
Fuck.
But then I left him, like I was like, what I need to do now? What I need to do? And I took him out in the balcony, like like a like a body dead, and slowly he was like, oh, it's all okay. I was like,
Shit.
no, you not okay. And I put him outside.
Maybe take the microphone a little bit closer.
Sorry. And I put him more, think more outside to take air, and the situation is still the same.
Uh-huh.
So I went downstairs, took water, blah blah, all was okay. Uh, then we start again. It's like, oh, never happened, but he was like full of Coca-Cola, liquor stuff. Like he knew that he
Yeah.
faint. So I start to draw again, and it was like, it was my first time happen, and probably like the second week alone at home, and I was a bit also stressed about because I don't know how to handle the thing. I couldn't tattoo at home
Uh-huh.
because no one can, like. And slowly he came back to life, blah 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 blah. I start to draw. I start to look at him. It's the same, like
Again.
like floating. Like,
Shit.
and I'm like, okay, in this moment I know what to do. So he slowly faint. I took him, I took him from the back, and seated on the chair. And while she still was like this, I draw. I keep drawing. Keep drawing when he's still like that. And then he came back to life, stand, and during the tattoo, he was completely okay. So I think I found out in that moment that people never faint during the tattoo for the pain. It's just the anxiety,
Yeah.
nervous to get tattoo and to feel pain, probably, or just the idea to I don't know, get something permanent,
They stress themselves
and they
out.
stress themselves and they fall,
Crazy. So,
blackouts.
and how did you, because this little anecdote already tells a lot. I mean, first you were depending on yourself, then you had the skill to recognize good from bad in your own work. This is like very important. I don't see that very much today, like in new generation. I don't see that a lot in people, like generally, that you criticize yourself to
Yeah.
a point where you say, oh no, I did not so good here, how can I improve?
But I think there's a reason why.
Why?
Because recently, something I believe is something that should go back in time. It's the quality. Because at the moment, what I wanted to tell during this talk is that we should all go back to the picture, not to the reels, not to the lens for how is the name? Polarize contrast, polarize
For the
camera.
polarizing
Yeah,
light?
because it's clearly uh, creating in the eye of the client a fake illusion. So what I truly believe is that when there was just a phone picture, it's more real and should be more fair for the client to show something like this. You can I always desaturate since when I started to make only black, just because it looks better on the picture, but not because it changed the whole thing. I think at the moment, the reason why you don't need to take so much care of the details is because you don't show them.
Yeah, I mean, there's since okay,
Mostly.
let's let's maybe take a step back before we get to this, because this is a very interesting point.
Yeah.
But it brings me back to the idea of like you beginning, you going from shop to shop, asking for a place, for a spot or apprenticeship.
Yeah.
And what's important to know, I think, not everybody who joined the industry in the last couple years knows that, I mean, tattooing goes back 5,000 years. There was like last week they found a 2,000-year-old mummy somewhere in Siberia with
Yeah.
like tattoos. It's like a long, long history of this culture. And the recent culture, especially from the 80s, 90s, like tattooing had this motorcycle club
Yeah.
background a little bit and the same mentality. It was
Yeah.
very outlaw, it was very outside of the society. And becoming a tattoo artist was like the same process as becoming a member in a motorcycle club. First, you're like a supporter, you clean the shop,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
everything for
Yeah.
free for a couple years, and then you're allowed to hold the machine.
Yeah.
So it was a very gate kept community. And
Yeah. You need to earn it.
yes, and this is where we are today, because gatekeeping back in the 90s, early 2000s, early 2010s was like a big thing. Tattoo industry didn't want anybody to become a tattoo artist. It was
Yeah.
like a closed circle. And since the internet and like becoming mainstream, pop culture becoming more important, having access to the whole market, to a whole new market, the gates went down, of course. Now you can learn tattoo in different ways, which in some ways I think is really good. In some other ways, it dilutes the quality a little bit, because now you have some artists that use Photoshop to erase certain mistakes in the tattoo, like
Yeah.
to.
I've seen that with my eyes. Procreating the lines, like the actual line on tattoo
Mhm.
with the brush of Procreate clean. Like the line is like a sheet, right? And you make a line.
This is bullshit.
Of course,
I mean,
that's unfair. That's unfair. The thing that is weird is that the client don't see that.
yeah, but the thing is, like one of my missions recently in this time is, when I remember back when we started Mommy I'm Sorry, and I did everything in the shop management by myself, also like consulting every client.
Yeah.
They I realized back then they don't see the difference between good and bad tattoos. Like they brought me references of like two roses, and one was like Phil Garcia, super realistic, crazy good, and the other one was like from jail.
Yeah,
And I was
and
like,
look
okay,
like the same to them.
for them it's
Yeah,
like the same. I was like, okay, which kind of style you want? Because this, no, it's a rose. I just want a rose. So I I'm looking for a way to educate clients about what is a good tattoo,
yeah,
how do you make a good tattoo, and what do you need to look for finding your artist and everything. Because the more I go into it, it's a super complicated field about how people decide why they get tattooed and what they get tattooed. Because in my opinion, you should choose the artist first, and then, like, depending on the style you like, depending on the style the artist does, and then decide on the idea together, maybe, or just give some input and then see what
yeah, yeah,
happens. But some people just see a picture on Instagram and want exactly that. That's how
yeah,
a lot of copies of your tattoo end up
yeah, yeah.
on the
Yeah.
skin, because people
The
see it.
same. I saw even when you tattoo a calf, for example, it's a bit bending,
Yeah.
even in the picture. So I've seen that tattoo on an arm, even with, like not straight, because it took probably the picture, stencil the picture, and place it on a flat area, and is already deformed, and don't even and she don't even notice that.
But
So
this is like a lack of respect between artists. That's why.
yeah, the you always knew my opinion. Like I never care about this, but honestly, recently, I even had a lot of guests coming to me and doing basically the same, and they always shut up, always don't say nothing, blah blah. Friends do the same, not the same, smartly the same. So keeping little things here, little things there, blah blah. Which is okay if you then develop your thing. Like in beginning, I will never critique anyone who do it because I also did, of course, beginning. Anyone does, especially when you don't have any reference. You basically check Pinterest, and you also look. Oh, a client asked me a wings somewhere, and they look at wings tattoo. Like is normal. But after a while, when we start to be very individualist, like unique in what we try to do, and everyone is trying to reach their own style, as you want to call it, their own style, uh, then you should know what you're doing.
Hmm.
Because it's 2025, so you know that you are doing something not correct. No one can say nothing basically about it, because we don't have rights on the property of that. Even if after we'll tell you another things about it. But uh, you know what you're doing. You know exactly that is not correct, but why you keep doing?
Hmm.
Why you keep doing? Because one thing is try to take it first and then develop your own. For example, I do whales, and someone else do whales, someone else do whales, but everyone in different things. No one can say nothing. Everyone do faces, portraits. Portrait is portrait. There's not much way to change it, but you use these, and then you blurry, you cut it, you make black around, you make negatives. There are many ways to do it. So you are choosing to make the same place, same stuff. So you're choosing to take the easier road, to copy and not create.
Yes, I think you have this in every creative industry.
Of course, yeah, yeah.
And there's also like a different approach to this. I mean, by you being copied a lot also means you left a mark in the history of tattooing, and you like this is your legacy basically. Maybe nobody knows about it because people don't really care, but you influenced thousands of people with that.
That's also why basically I always told you I don't care, because it's like still kind of pumping, ego boosting,
Uh-huh.
because it's like I know you are copying. At the same time, I can do nothing about it, so I'm more like pleased
Hmm.
about this. But not when it's like someone we know each other. That's different, like someone in Brazil I never seen, for example, did exactly. I did a huge whale on the arm with the negative red,
Yeah.
completely dedicated to this client. It was in Poland, 20 before my story, 2016, I think, or 15, 16, and it took exactly the same position, size, which was big, was from the wrist to the armpit, so big one, exactly same place, but bended because this way. And in that case, it's like taking the same thing, a copy, past. It's not like taking away, do negative, at least red with
Yeah.
another shape. I could say nothing
You know the
about it.
picture of this? I think it was like a Batman tattoo or something that was on the chest, and somebody copied it and also took the nipple.
The oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah. Oh my god,
that?
that was terrible. I saw.
So, yeah,
Do
basically,
you remind your tattoos?
yeah, the tattoo
The
you made on my
yeah.
leg with Kozo together. You designed it like you created this collaboration. It was like a unique picture, a unique design, tattooed it on me, and then you saw on the internet, people even tagged you and
Yeah,
me
yeah, it
like,
was
oh,
like Mona Lisa under acid.
I did the
Yeah,
same tattoo. And then
yeah.
I get this a lot, like that artists from all over the world just send me the exact same tattoo as some of my friends did or you
Hmm.
did, and ask ask for feedback, like, oh, how did I do?
Oh,
And I think at this point in their career, they don't understand that you have to develop an own style to earn respect between artists or in the industry. And this is like, I mean, it's fine. You cannot stop it anyway. So
also, if you care about it,
yeah,
maybe that's also fair. Like, why should I earn respect of my colleagues?
yeah.
I don't need. Like not me, like in general, we don't need, each other opinions, but it's more like for ourselves that we should not.
Oh, I care about that. Like I care a lot about like the opinion the industry, not the opinion the industry has about me, but like that I leave a mark and like there's a difference because of me. The
But
same
this
is a
you
difference.
will, this is anyway, even if my opinion is not, and you are still doing,
Yeah, of course.
nothing changed.
I won't stop if anybody says something
Exactly,
like
exactly,
negative or
exactly.
whatever. This I don't care about, but I always care about like constructive criticism or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
or like
yeah. It's important.
feedback. Um, and the thing is, like, okay, you let's take those artists. They take your design maybe in the beginning as a reference, then developing their style. There's also like the question about where does the influence come from? When is art art? Like at what point is it an original design, especially in tattooing? Because artists from all over the world, they just take a lot of inspiration from other stuff, combine it, remix it, and the question is at what point does it become an original, and until what point is it just a plagiat? And
Well, the example we can do in every kind of thing, even in the fashion,
Mhm.
like when a T-shirt of a famous brand costs 530 euro, cotton T-shirt, oversized like anything else you see on H&M or
Mhm.
whatever, but this costs that much just because it has a tag, like a logo.
Yes.
Okay, so of course you're not paying the materials.
No, you're paying the
Basically,
brand.
you're not paying. Yeah, you're not paying the different embroidering. Nothing. You're just paying the designers or the idea behind or the 100 years before of histories that make them became what they are now. So basically, it's the same. We can say for us, kind of like you are not like when like the question is when it became this is when the client recognized this.
Mhm.
It's not when we say this. It's when the the third part, the clients, the one who matter nothing with our work, recognize it as AJ's, mine, whatever. uh, they need to recognize it, not we, not
Yeah,
our colleagues, just the people.
because I think especially if you go with fashion, fashion brands, I think there is this importance of value, like not value in a money way, but what values or philosophy the brand has, because it describes you as a person. If you see somebody with, let's say, a Stussy sweatshirt, you automatically know, oh, this guy is
Like
maybe into
skate and stuff,
streetwear,
yeah.
skater. If you see somebody with a Balenciaga shirt, you know, oh, he's like a hype beast, or
Yeah,
it depends on how big the logo is.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think the same is maybe with tattooing, or like, especially once you become such a recognizable artist that you also could consider yourself a brand, or you start working on yourself like a brand. And this would mean, do your clients have like something in common where you say, oh, all my clients love dark shit, or like all my clients have like emotion connection to my work, or something like this? Did you recognize something like this?
Yes, like most of the thing I post, and I post basically nothing, but it's only what I also feel connected with. Like not because I don't like anything else, like something else that I tattoo, but it's more like I can relate to the emotion with the clients. I like the picture. I like the idea I gave to the sketch because usually came from my book. No, like, it's like the best thing you can do to a tattooer is go and ask something. I choose from your available designs. This is the best you can say
Mm-hmm.
usually. like if you have available designs, you know. But even if you are connected to this emotionally to this piece that you draw 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 2 months ago, 1 hour ago, it's still the importance that is like kind of you feel that this tattoo belongs to the person. He's taking it. He's getting this tattoo 100%, like emotionally and on skin. This is what makes me also me proud of it, because I love the reactions heavy, you know, like crying, you know, this kind of stuff. It makes me also feel like proud of what I'm doing to them emotionally and on skin.
Hmm.
So I think I think what makes really something unique, beside of course the art behind and stuff, but it's more like when it's really coming from inside of us, not adapting to the client. Like when you adapt only to the client because the fashion is going to the anime, to the whatever, you're not yourself.
Hmm.
Like I would never adapt to the anime because I, you know, in generally I don't like it. So I will never do something because people ask me.
But wouldn't it be interesting because at this point in your career as an artist, you have your own style. And wouldn't it be interesting this approach like, oh, there is like now this trend of, let's say, anime. I want to see what I can create with anime featuring my design. Like, how would it look in a Matteo Nangeroni way?
Right? It will not look, because in my case, in my specific case, it's something that I never looked, studied, considered. I don't even like,
Hmm.
you know. So why should I draw something that I don't like?
Okay, you don't like it, but let's take something you like. Or let's say you start to design a shoe and it will
Sure, yeah,
and you do like a Matteo Nangeroni style of a shoe. This is like where you combine your style in a different direction, you know?
yeah. I don't know.
Is for
It's a
example,
tricky question.
because I always try to compare because for me tattoo industry is only comparable to fashion industry and music industry because those businesses and creative spaces have somehow the same physical laws, also like the same characters, the same problems, the same issues, the same relationships somehow. And if you take, but this is pop music I'm talking about. Let's say Drake. Yeah, Drake has like a unique sound. You know his voice, like his flow, but he always like, oh, house is going good right now. I make a house album, and then this is
Okay.
like a Drake house album, and I think this is super interesting. If you like, this is how you also develop a style.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know. For example, I never heard Tom York adapting to pop.
Mm-hmm.
I love more this way, like niche, on a niche,
Mm-hmm.
on a niche. Like more like I got less people looking my things, like my things, but who likes 100%. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing else like you. That's more I prefer this. Like
Mm-hmm.
of course you can adapt to what is fashion, but I see many fashion things during this time. You know, there was Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was this cyber tribes, uh,
Cyber sigilism.
kind of, yeah, uh, modern tribal. Uh, I don't know, whatever came, mandalas and stuff. You only in the beginning, I only went to what I like, even if I need to do everything. So I still love geometries, mandalas, blackworks, or pattern geometry. This I went into this because I like this. But for example, today it's fashion the cyber tribal. I will not do it, even if I know that they work, because it's not because it's not me, but because I don't feel like.
Yeah, you stay
You know,
true
I
to
don't even
yourself.
need to try, because when I try, I see that I'm not able because it's not mine. Like Japanese. I never draw Japanese. When I try to put Japanese with my things, I love to see it, but I see that I really need to look at the reference for a create a Hanya mask or
Uh-huh.
something. So I know it's not mine. I don't know how to explain. Like, it's not my vision of how to express my feelings,
Yeah.
because these I do with tattoos.
Mhm. Yeah, like what you described sounds to me like the definition of staying true to yourself. Like just
Yeah, yeah, but
um
without forcing it.
mhm,
It's not like you need to. I'm not saying this because you need to do it. It's more like because you need to do what you feel.
mhm.
If you feel to adapt to everything, because it's more work in the end. You're not doing bad. You're just doing your choices, and is it can make any critic to this.
And this brings me to the question about how do you see, like, you have social media having a huge impact on tattoo industry and tattoo styles. Like, I think the the modern concept tattoo style that is super on vogue right now is like the style that was created from social media, like because there was so many influences in it. This one was the one that worked best on social, for
Yeah.
example. So it influenced a lot of artists to go in the same direction. And how do you think, or what is your take on the influence of social media and like maybe the need to go viral or something
Yeah.
has on tattooing?
Um, so I want to explain without any filter.
Yeah,
I
go
would
for it.
like to do it. So no one, I hope, get offended and blah blah. But like, I don't know how to start it. Like
Don't
basically we as a industry adapt to what is now trend. Funny idiot bullshit video.
yeah.
Okay. So the first 3 seconds is the most important. The first two stuff you say, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So this is not my job. Okay. This is a videographer job, whatever other job. But I don't believe in this because basically we are giving more importance to the content, which is now hype. So I do the ASMR video. This
Yeah.
so this is not showing the tattoo. Only in the end of the video, you see like a little part of this. That's it. Okay, and then you put as a frame for the cover, but you can't even look at that
Uh-huh.
because before you need to see all this procedure
Yeah.
stuff. Of course, it's even for me interesting to see that, but are we really giving importance to what we doing, or are we giving importance to pay a video maker, pay someone who can arrange it properly, and then the tattoo?
Depends. Like I have a different point of view on this one because um I when I look at this and I talk about it, I look at the whole industry in itself because also the difference is I run shops, you're a tattoo artist. And first I make a difference between tattoo artists and tattooers. Like as an artist, I want to quote Rick Rubin in his book. He wrote, "An artist is somebody who sees something that is not there yet." And I think this is amazing
Perfect,
definition of it,
perfect.
right? So tattooing over like with Instagram, the social media, we went from subculture at the outside of society to absolute mainstream. So you have tattoos everywhere now. You have it like on the TV. You have it. You have all the celebrities getting tattoos. You have all the athletes getting tattoos, musicians, and everything. So it became a huge topic, and it became a huge industry as well. So and right now I think there is like a correction of the market because what people don't get right now is that with Instagram we came from a niche, like from this subculture, especially with modern tattooing, contemporary tattooing, all the fine line stuff, microrealism. With social media, we reached a whole new market, like of normal people that were like, oh, this is a tattoo. I didn't know. I like this. Like, this is not a tribal, like I thought, or something, like the old school stuff, or the 80s, 90s roses on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And suddenly you had like this huge new market, and it it initiated like this global hype of tattooing, and then also guest spotting became a thing. Because
Yeah.
back then some artists traveled for a guest spot,
Yeah.
something like this, but
Very
it was
rare.
not an industry. Like now, I think maybe Mami I'm Sorry was one of the first shops that like was focused on that, working with artists all over the world. And then suddenly you had access to artists from, oh, Italy, maybe New York, maybe New Zealand, or whatever, everybody coming to Europe or traveling around. So it was a very exciting time for the market, like for the new clients, but also for the artists. It was super exciting. That's why the hype went so big. Then you had COVID, then a lot of new shops opened, because then all the people saw, oh, tattoo artists make good money, shops make good money, this is a good business, I want to be part of it. And then you had a lot of people outside of the culture joining the industry. And it's called an industry for a reason. Like it's
Yeah, but if you start for money, just don't start.
yes, I totally I'm with you with that.
It's
But
not.
it still happens. So you need
But you
to,
see how it ends.
yeah, people close down shops, of course.
So
Of course, but still, you have this huge market, and it developed, and you have now also like this new generation. Because I was like really bored and depressed with the industry for a long time, like after COVID, because I was doing this for back then like 15, 16 years already. And then nothing new happened. And it was like stuck in the same repeating cycle. I saw the same posts every
yeah,
day, the same tattoos. And I was like, okay, where the fuck is this going? And I was hoping for the next generation to do something new. But the next generation was first the Pinterest copy
yeah,
generation.
yeah, yeah.
And now you have so many shops, so many artists. And I think it's part of the business to like make people relate to your art and find access to it. How you do it depends on the artist or the shop or your manager, because there's no creative industry that works like this. There's no musician that just puts out a song without marketing and it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
there's
it's true. It's true.
10,000 people coming to my show or something. So there's different ways for anybody. I think in your case is very special because your style is super unique. You're also like very established already, and you manage to stay true to yourself as an artist. Because I know you for many years, and one of the things that always impressed me is that you have a vision of yourself, how you want to be seen as an artist and what kind of an artist you want to be. And subconsciously, you represent this in everything you do.
Maybe. Yeah. You mean
Yeah, you're this mysterious, dark artist that doesn't talk a lot, doesn't show himself.
because I'm shy? But no, no, of course, yeah. Probably it's also because of the psychology behind, also the draw, the thing I do. Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
But um, of course, I believe that our work can lead to something else. Like the thing you did in the opening was beautiful.
Thank you
Like,
so much.
but this is not uh, the actual tattoo. This is a side of what we can do.
Mhm.
Like we can export the tattoos in something else, which is fine. But when you want to show your job, like the tattoo itself, not the marketing, not the related things, like an expo of some of your art and stuff. This is, of course, useful to show in a modern way, in a nice video, in a modern way. But the actual job you're doing, like the skin texture, the lines, the color, the whip shading, whatever. These, I believe, should still be show as it is,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like we still are tattooers, but we can do other things. But this doesn't have to be all like a huge mix of stuff. Like you see a reel of me doing my outfit and then going to the studio 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. We need to leave this to the guy who run that fast, in
Uh-huh.
Dubai, doing the shower in the ice. This is influencer thing, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
or marketing things. Probably he has his own brand of whatever. But we still doing the job, actual job. Why? I still don't get why the client should see my outfit.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion. Why he should see that they drive the car to the work, and which car also.
Uh-huh.
It's important, which car, because I've seen many tattooers
Which car you drive?
with a huge car. I drive a rent car. So it's a bit weird, no? I think because you're trying to get the status more than the job you're doing. The related things that you can do, like the runway, the museum expo of whatever, like I have this idea that I would love to do a museum with people,
Mm-hmm.
like of course temporary expo with all the best canvas you had.
That would be great.
Yeah,
That would be fucking
and
great.
the heating, the lights on them. But of course, it's just the time of 2 hours.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to go. But this is what I want to explore. Like is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if you draw, if you create, this is related to another things. But why the content should be funny, make people laugh, make people touch the screen, but a bit less because blah blah. Like this, you pause. Why?
I
Like
think
why not anymore the actual technique, the placement, the draw behind, blah blah blah, but everything else,
uh-huh.
which is not promoting. This is promoting your job, the tattoo, but the other things is promoting what exactly?
It's
Like the mixing of it.
it's different things. Like be, because I understand it's not for you, you don't like it, and it doesn't fit your brand. Like it would not fit Matteo Nangeroni to do a funny reel or like a funny TikTok
I
dance or
can't.
something.
It's just basically I will just I see the follower. I go because it's unreal. Like it's
Yeah.
I can't. I get like when I see a picture of me, I that I always say shit
Uh-huh.
today morning too, like always. So this is my own problems.
Yeah.
But even though people are like me, like they don't like the image they have, so they are forced to do it to get clients, and this is where I don't like it, because it's like it should be real if you are like this.
But
Like I know you
yes,
are,
yes,
but
this
many
is
people
where
don't.
this is our common ground, because I don't say everybody should do it. I say everybody should find a way to present themselves in an
True
authentic
to
way.
themselves.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
definitely. Because if you're a funny guy and you do funny videos to show your amazing tattoos, I love it. I fucking like it.
yeah,
I know so many artists who do funny shit, and it entertains me to watch the video, and I
yeah,
also
yeah.
see the great tattoo. But being authentic is super important, because you cannot do it if you're not true to yourself. And this is what I like about the industry right now still, is that it has so many different ways and variations of people creating stuff. Because for me, I get bored so quick with everything,
True.
and I love seeing new stuff and like new approaches. And then with- because today it's still about attention. Like You want people to see your work. You want people like to recognize your work on different levels. Like you said, you're super niche. So you have a niche clientele. You have like a specific clientele that resonates with your work, and I love that. This is amazing.
The basically my clients, like the not everyone, of course, because someone just want to represent their idea with my vision,
Uh-huh.
draw a graphic. But I have many clients who are just okay. The thing I love the most is when the client recognize his idea into my draw available. Like he didn't ask me that; he's already there,
Mm-hmm.
and he can relate to this because I believe, as I do, I love surrealism in general, photography, art, graphics, surreal. But what I love about this is that anyone, like you can see this thing in one way, I can see completely different,
Yeah.
but it's the same paint.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's beautiful, like the most for me.
How is like the normal process for you? Like when people book an appointment with you?
While you book an appointment, you choose to accept the terms and conditions on the mail. Um, you ask for an idea, like a specific. Usually, I ask idea, placement, a size approximately, and if you want your specific idea represented, or choose from the day from the available.
Mm-hmm.
So if you choose from the available, you don't know what is available until you come. Uh, you don't know. Like you come to from New York to Padova. It's a long trip. I did this. It's long. It's long, and you arrive and you have. I get like always about 100, 200 availables. Every size can be modified, every placement, everything adapting. If you eventually don't find anything that you can relate to, you will show me something you like, and based on this, I will create something your. And if you choose from the book, uh, from from these available designs, this design is your. This design will never be repeated. This design will never be done the same way to another person. This is important. I have little things that I want to do to people, like a little gift, like the little ways you have one.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends have it because first of all, it's fast. Second of all,
Yeah, it took you like 30 minutes to do
yeah,
it, and you did it freehand.
yeah, no, freehand, no, but I could. The thing is that it's easy. Um, I want is my I really put myself into that every time. I still love to see it, even if I don't like. I think I counted between 800 and 1,000 ways,
Wow.
whatever. Uh, and I love when it's especially to friends
Mm-hmm.
because any other friends will recognize it. Me, I will recognize it, and I will remember always this little thing. This or the badge I was doing was like a masking negative. I did to more people if they asked me to, because it was my logo. And there is little things that I can repeat, but not the same design, the same stuff together. Not the same design. So you can change a little thing, blah blah. Is normal. Like I did probably, uh, I don't know how many ways with flowers
Mm-hmm.
and leaves. So after a while, if someone asks you, whale with this, how you change it?
Yeah.
So you start to make one blurry, one not, one there, blah, blah, one cutted, one not cutted, one full, but that you see the flower inside, negative, whatever, but still the same. It's a flower with the whale. So what you try to do is change every time because the client still trusts you. Like the image he want to represent, the idea he has, the emotion he want to feel is that. So wherever you do, usually it's fine. So is there where I experiment, you know, is there where I try to reach other points when I have trust. That's why I always thanks in the story my clients, because it's really thanks to them that I can evolve. Without clients, without trust, without anything, I can have many ideas, but you won't see them, never. So the most important thing that probably also our colleagues should remember is that the client
Hmm.
is the most important, nothing else. You know, if there is no clients, you can do the best video,
Absolutely.
the best work, but no one will see them. So that's why you need to be kind to them, listen to them. Of course, if they have a not nice idea, you should tell them, because if not, they get this stuff that, because you know how many times clients come and they say, I want this, there, small like that, but also black like that, blah, blah, blah. And you know, it's a mess. You know, when it's too much, it's too much. There is where you should say in a nice way that is not working. Of course, it can be that you say in a bad way it's not working. So I really did say to someone, "Do you want to shit?" He's like, "Yes, okay, it's your fault." I won't say anymore nothing. I won't try to show
Uh-huh.
nothing else because I know he wanted.
All right.
Okay, so but this never happened with the available things, because these I always say I want to do in that way because I know it works on the skin, and this is important that we do, because when you it's also they trust you even in this. I think like your dentist don't tell you, okay, let's put away that tooth, you know, because you want that. He will tell you, are you stupid or what? You know, it's not about the aesthetic. Then it's like even your job is to lead them to
Definitely.
make
Yes.
something nice, because it's your job. It's not their job, you know. It's not that we go to bank and we say, okay, wrong example. We go to again to the dentist and we want a gold tooth, but you need to pull down the others. It's difficult that a dentist with a bit of moral will tell you, okay.
Yeah, true. Interesting. This makes me think of, like, especially when you said you like to tattoo your friends, you like to put the whale on your friends,
Mhm.
and then you started talking about like the client experience. I think the experience, any client, doesn't matter if friends or like a regular client, has with you as a tattoo artist is like one of the most essential things that people right now should really take care about it. Like, how is the experience? Because I love it. For example, when I see somebody with a Matteo Nangeroni tattoo, and then like, even if I don't know that person, I'm like, oh, stop. Like, show me your arm. Is this Matteo? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. And then you talk about like the session and the
Mhm.
experience and everything. And I think this is a beautiful thing. And every tattoo artist and shop should take care of like this whole experience, because for us, it quickly feels like, oh, it's just a tattoo. It's just another day in the
It's
shop.
just another Thursday. It's just
Yes.
another Tuesday, wherever. Yeah.
But for them, it's like, especially clients that book months in advance, travel a long way, they're excited for it, they go to the appointment, and then I, s- I, I traveled the world to get tattoos, and there were some artists I was super excited to meet,
Yeah.
and then they were like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, sit down. Yeah, what do you? Yeah, okay, fuck you."
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah. Yeah.
horrible,
That's the shit.
horrible.
How you remember it? How you give importance to this tattoo? It's still a shit. You will cover it,
Yeah.
but not because maybe it's not nice aesthetic, but because of the experience.
Yes.
So I actually cover many tattoos of my Italian colleagues, which I know them, and they are extremely popular. But just because the clients is tired to see this tattoo, I think about the day. Think about how bad was the relation with the client, with the tattooers. I truly did a lot, and I was shocked. Like, even for this, for me was like teaching, because crazy how can change the perspective. You know, I see the tattoo, I say, "Fuck, that's nice," and they're like, "Yeah, I want to cover it today." Like, okay, that one, yeah, that one, and then you ask, why is a nice tattoo? You know, it's beautifully done, perfect lines, perfect saturation. Yeah, you know, but I fucking hate him or her.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, no question, let's do it. No matter who it is. In this, I don't have
You
any,
don't care.
no,
Hmm.
like friends, don't friends, but because the client is still the most important. There's no other way. This is my belief.
Hmm.
The client is the one who accepts your art,
Yes.
your ideas, your hope, and your everything on him forever. As you say, take a travel, take a plane, book a hotel, take a train from Venice to Padua. You will fucking never go to
What
Padua.
train? It's a bus.
Bus, wherever it is. You rent an Europe car, wherever, and you go to Padua in not in center even. You know, like recently I got the guest complaining, but yeah, it's not in the center, and you go, blah blah. You arrive to this building, you don't even see the shop, and then you go inside, and finally, usually you are like, oh nice, I came into this and it's like I imagined, because I get a lot of nice feedback for the mood in the studio, because it's like a little, not it's like a big home with the guys, and we try to give everyone the best experience, the best sharing emotions, because we usually also go out with the guy, with the clients, with the guests, with whatever
Hmm.
who wants. Even during the day, create little happy hour after the work. Not because we want to impress, but because we are like this.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. And usually the Americans, the Germans, blah blah, that they came, they love it. So even if they don't like the tattoo, actually, maybe they like, you know, okay, like the vibe is nice, and it's also for me very important.
Hmm.
Like um, I always tell you, like the vibe here, I come again and again and again, and blah, blah, because not because I need, is because I want.
Thank you so much.
So is the vibe and the mood and the evening we do together, blah blah blah. The reason why you go. It's not about the money. It never was about the money. So this, I think, should be really important to someone who is starting, who is in process,
Hmm.
or who believe it, because the clients and we feel it. Honestly, I've been treated as number many times,
Hmm.
and it always ends the same way. Fuck off. So once you finish with these numbers, you will not have any more. I
Yes.
will not come to you anymore, because we never interact. We never spoke after the guest. You know, like finish, dead, goodbye. Why should I come back to you when there are 200,000 other studios, or even not, even mine? You know, why I need to go?
Yeah.
Because the client travel these days, the people, it's very easy with the long distance trip. Even though in Italy it's nice to come as vacation, also why I need to go? It's because of the atmosphere, of the people and everything. This is a feedback to you too.
I just,
Right now, yeah, right now,
it's like, thank you so much.
right now.
It's I feel very appreciated.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
don't. I will do any other guest spot in Europe.
I
You
love
know
you.
that,
I love you,
but
fratello.
Libedi.
Mwah. Wow, it's amazing.
Now we
Oh
can.
shit! How should I go back to this podcast now?
So well, to say what is that we as tattooers should give importance to what really is, and also we owning shops should give importance to what is important. Like, yeah, the guest is amazing. He makes huge numbers and blah blah. Good. We have them. We are amazing. We have them, but but uh, the most important is how we treat them. Is how we build a true human aspect, even talking about
Mhm.
nothing, like like bullshit personal things.
I totally feel like this because for me, it was always about relationships, about like, I mean, if you want to make money, you don't run a shop like, mommy, I'm sorry. Like, of course, it makes money, but if you want to make like super big money, you
But you
do.
spend.
I spent a lot of
Yeah.
fucking money. I spent a lot of fucking money on this.
Which car you drive, AJ? That was a nice question.
Thank you. Yeah, I like my car. Thank you, guys. No, I spent a lot of money on the experience because for me, I wouldn't do this job if it wasn't exciting anymore. Like, if it would be just, okay, some tattoo artists come, we do some tattoos, some clients come, okay, bam, it would be so fucking boring. And I hate when something is not exciting me because, like you, I'm super into developing and creating something new, and like I'm super on trends, and I'm super interested in how can I, like, if I see a trend or like a direction where this culture is going that I like, or even like with entertainment or whatever, I try to, okay, how can I do it my way because I have fun with this and I want to.
I see. We can see that. Like you are always extremely natural with talking with the camera. From the day from when I saw you,
Thank you so much.
you know, you hear funny things that we talk with the guests. You know, it's like we working, and randomly you hear, "What's up, guys? Here we," and you are trying it. You know, first time you try, and then I hear, okay, he's coming. And for example, me, I know you will come and say, hey, we have Matteo Nangeroni from it. And then I will be like super close to close to the door. Like, yeah, he's here. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. If you just look at him, you know that you have the phone here. Oh, shit. He's there. And I'm like, okay, and you're a bastard because you know that. So you waited. You waited, and then here we have him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, take him, and then you go to the another one. So yeah, this is the also nice part because at the moment I know that happened, and it's funny. It's nice, but you are extremely natural with it. Like I would love to be 10% of this to make more things, to make it works even more with the cameras, with the interviews, because there are many interviews with, for example, journals or blogs that do. Also, could I give me a lot more?
Mhm.
But they truly know how they do it. So it's a camera in the front, and you talk for an hour, which is nice. At the moment, I can do because I don't see the camera.
But
So
thank you so much for doing this. I know that
no,
you don't like to do
yeah,
it.
I don't like, but it's. I asked to Stefan, please do there, no, not in the front, because with the front I can't.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's a fact. It's not a change with the talking to Matteo. Don't think about no. It just don't happen. I get stuck. I can't talk. I can't move, or maybe I move to my leg, like you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like this way is perfect. I don't see it. I talking to you. Like we always talk, but like this is working, but I would love to be 10% as you are with the camera.
But you are great the way you are, like, because it's a vibe. Because
Yeah, but you know that, and you still do video to me, always.
yes,
And you know that, and you still
yes, I
do
need
it,
I
and
need
you
to show
fucking
people
do
that
that.
Matteo Nangeroni is in the shop.
Fuck that. Before you did a picture, and I didn't comment, but there was like, fuck, why you did this picture? They were like, fuck that.
It's just in the
But
story.
I can't tell you
It's
because I know you won't remove it, and I know you don't care of it. So
oh, I would remove it if you asked me to. You want? I remove it.
no, it's okay. It's
Yeah,
okay. You
you
can
sure?
keep it, but yeah, remove it, please.
Okay.
But
Wait, I remove it.
it's good. The reason?
You want me to remove it?
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So, what do you think? Where is tattoo culture going? Like in 5 years?
If going this way is going to end up badly, kind of need to basically make clowns who have appointments. If keep going like this, so that's why it's nice to divide, as we talked before. It's nice the media way to showing, but showing related things to our job, like again the in a fashion way, in whatever way, but theory, the job at the end of the day, the the basic thing is that the client go home with something on the arm or whatever. So these should be important the most, in my
Definitely.
opinion. So I bet that if we go back to just a random picture and this picture works properly, like used to be, a lot of people would be cut off
Hmm.
naturally, which is good because in this way you give access to everything, which is not even technically adapt to keep doing, or he don't even know because people still don't even look at that. They look at everything else, and maybe he or she end up to be nice appearance, and he will work it.
Hmm.
That's a fact. We can make many names if you want, but um, this is not exactly the proper way to work. I hope slowly goes a bit back to the time where we show the work more, at least 90%.
No.
And then you can show all your studio aesthetic, which is nice. Of course, we work a lot on it, so it's nice to show where you work. Who you are is nice, interesting also because it's also like we talking. I like that I show my flag. I'm like this, so it's important also to the client that that for me is the most important
Hmm.
part of the job. Uh, and again, only thanks to them we evolve, we develop our technique, make masterclass, make whatever thing we want to do, and yeah, also give this to whatever person who wants to learn today or improve today. It's important that they show the work first, my opinion, not everyone's opinion, but it's important that he is focused on the technique before on the reels
Hmm.
skills.
Yeah. I'm
But I
totally.
know you are agree a bit, but not. But
No, like, for me it's yes and no. Yes and
you say before you run a shop.
yeah. I um I run a shop. I love marketing. I love to show people stuff and like find a way to grab attention. And I also like see the perspective of artists who are not as established yet, who just started a couple years ago and to need to make a name for themselves. And it's getting like harder and harder because 10 years ago it was like comparatively easy if you're already like a good artist. You post something, you
Also on this we
yeah.
I cannot say like it was easy, of course. if you have nice content.
If you have nice,
Otherwise,
definitely,
no.
definitely.
So at the moment, it's also easy if you are good to sell yourself,
Yeah,
not with the technique, but with yourself.
yeah,
So it's different the way.
but for example, when you were talking about like, oh, should be posting more pictures and stuff, I
Yeah.
agree. Anyway, uh, anyway, I like reels and like grabbing attention and like marketing and like getting
Yeah.
access to it. But when I look, for example, we get many requests from artists who want to work here as a guest or as a resident in the other shops, and then I go on the account and I try to like, you know, the move. You scroll through, you take a picture, you scroll in it,
Yeah. Of
you
course,
zoom
of
in it,
course.
you check everything, and then when I don't see a picture, just like reels, I like, okay, fuck, show me the pictures because I need
There are
to
not.
figure out if you're
There are
good.
not. There are
Yeah,
many profile where there is only video, and I wanna truly believe that the reason is because they love the video, but usually there is always
but
a but with one T. So it's like because they kind of avoid the direct,
mm-hmm.
you know. But there is a trick that anyone can do.
Tell us.
So once you have a reel, you go 1 second. I need to check how to do it because I read this on a tutorial. Like you go to a video. Oh, sorry. You go to a video and you go to the little three dots in the end on the right, bottom right, and you push the third button up, the upper one. It's called sequenza in Italia. I don't know. It's probably frames.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You can
and
do this?
it's this one, the upper right one.
Wait, let me check.
And if you do it, you have like this, like pictures
Oh,
that you
really?
can slow down.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, create sequence. Ah, okay, I see.
and you can stop and see every frame.
Nice. Oh, I like that. I like that. Amazing. Fratello, thank you so much. Is there
To
anything
you,
that's still on your mind that you want to
yes,
say?
there is one little thing.
Yes.
So something really important is to learn to use every printer. It's something- Please use it. Please use. Because we all started with the hand stencil, with the paper, where you need basically to push on the thing to have a little. Then we evolved with the thermoprinter, which I still use it because I'm old. And then you have the Chinese one that still work very good, the plastic
Yeah.
black. And then you have the
Epson.
the brother, the Fomemo, and then
Yeah.
only then you have the Epson, which I know you have. Luckily, because if not, how could I work? But it's really
Is there anything else on your mind that you wanted to say before we end this podcast?
yes. There's one thing. Like we should all learn to use the printer because it's really important that we improve. It's important. Like we need to use every printer because otherwise we will not be able to create.
The fucking printer.
Good.
Yeah, because man, I did screenshots of the close friend story, so maybe I put it in.
Please.
I took screenshots, especially for this podcast, because I was like, I need to use this maybe.
Yes, please.
So no, the thing is, like when I started with Silas back then, and he had his mentor Sage and Stay Gold, like he was like truly old school tattoo artist, and so I had to learn how to build a coil machine, like from you buy the coils, you put everything together and shit. I learned how to do the needles, like how you
To burn
yeah
together.
how you like melt shit
yeah.
and put the needles together, and then with like the needle you bought, like the long needles, how you like spread them to burn them to make the whip
to make
shading.
larger
Yes,
also.
yes.
Yeah.
So this was exciting. And today Of course. I mean, like if you start tattooing today, you can already choose, oh, I want to do this style, and then you buy cartridges, and then you have the pen machine, no cable, no nothing. Back with
Nothing.
coil, you had to listen, like,
The
oh,
noise was
what is
amazing,
the sound? Is it
amazing.
right? Is it not right?
Yeah.
Because there was no display with
Yeah,
volt
yeah,
or
yeah.
anything.
There was the voltage thing on the
Yeah.
power supply on the
We had
thing.
this huge power supply
Yeah,
back
these
then, you
huge
know?
things. Yeah, and you can adapt the voltage, but instead of the and you see like fire from it. That was nice.
It was fun.
And yeah, the most important is that we should use every printer.
Oh, fratello, mille
And
grazie. Thank
every
you so
machine,
much.
every machine is important too.
Every machine?
To be able to use the tattoo machine. I mean, pens are amazing. Pens are super comfortable. I always use pen. But the feeling you had before, I think, creates a bit of stability in the
Also gives you a
way
big biceps.
biceps, forearm and things. So it's important for your muscles to develop good skills thanks to the coil.
No, because like especially when you said earlier before, oh, you did Polynesian style and everything,
Yeah.
because during my career I talked to so many artists, like, and really good artists, and the thing, like the best artists had in common was that they used to do every style in the beginning. Like they did some traditional, some portraits,
Yeah.
some fine lines, some everything, and they learned something from everything. Like
Yeah.
even when a realistic artist used to do American traditional tattoos because a client wanted it, they learned how to this is how you pack colors.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
maybe this is better for my black and gray
Yeah.
shade, and then you develop your own technique and everything.
Yeah, this is how you ask me how you develop your style, your technique, and ever. This is the answer. So the answer is not about me. It's about to learn to do everything, and then you choose what you like to do, what you really like to do best, and then you put your emotions, which should be real. Like if you are really dark in even inside and you don't want to show it, you still should see into your art or tattoo, whatever you want to call it. You should see part of what you are because in these it's really your soul, like it's like a paint. Why should I paint color if I want to represent everything black with just a dot white? Why? uh, you do change these only when you want to adapt to the market, and there is where you mistake usually, because if you keep going in the maybe if you keep going into your own direction that no one is doing, maybe this direction will be what people will do after. Maybe will be what something like you said before, like the quote, to make before everyone do. I always believe that just because it doesn't exist doesn't mean you can create it.
True.
This sentence I thought one day. I wanted to tattoo on me even because I thought it's nice. But I really believe it's true. Like why? Why? Because it doesn't exist yet. The phone who makes coffee will not. Who knows? Like maybe one day you will see the iPhone doing coffee.
Who knows?
Who knows? Like whatever.
Amazing. Fratello, one last question.
Ich liebe dich.
I love you too, from the bottom of my heart.
Brutzi bien.
Mwah. Mean it. To any tattoo artist starting right now, you have one advice you can give.
One advice. Yeah, use every printer.
Mille grazie. Thank you so much for that.
That's amazing. Good.
Yeah, I liked it.